Thank you.
Okay. Who would say call us as next witness?
State calls Brad Johnson.
Assume everybody's good on the jury. If you ever need a break, let me know. Who'd you say?
Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson?
Brad Johnson.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
See, credit witness check.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may.
Brad, tell the jury who you are.
I'm Brad Johnson,
Who do you work for?
Smith County Sheriff's Office in Virginia.
And that's Smith with a Y for court reporter.
Yes.
S-M-Y-T-H.
Yes, sir.
All right. And what part of Virginia is that in?
Southwest Virginia.
Now, I believe you drove over here yesterday. Is that right?
We did.
How long did it take?
About 8 hours.
And then Virginia's on Eastern Time. Is that right?
Yes.
Excuse me. It's hard to bend down sometimes. As opposed to up here, we're on Central Time.
Yes.
So when you're coming back, you lose an hour.
Yes, sir.
And when you're going back to Virginia, you would gain an hour.
Yes, sir.
So, but actual driving time was how long?
About 8 hours.
You didn't speed, did you?
Tried not to.
About how many miles if you did?
I think it was around 400 and some, I believe.
And you drove from what town in Virginia?
Our county seat is Marion.
Marion. And how far is Marion from Saltville?
About 20, 25 minutes
Okay.
drive time.
Which way?
Saltville would be kind of northeast.
Northeast. All right. You're sitting here in Pontotoc, Mississippi. How in the world did you get involved in this case?
Well, sir, some of our officers in the department, including myself, are TFO officers with U.S. Marshal Service, with task force officers.
All right.
We're deputized through them to help them with.
Would you put your feet? If you would just leave that brain,
Okay, sir.
right, get a little closer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we, some of us.
Start over so Mr. Hill can hear you, Brad.
Okay, so some of our officers in the department are TFOs, task force officers with the U.S. Marshal Service. We're deputized through them to help them with cases that they might come across in our jurisdiction in the state of Virginia. We were notified by them that Mr. and Mrs. Spence and Caitlin may be in the area. They got information that they may be living in the Sugar Grove area of Smith County, and they requested our assistance to apprehend them.
Marshall did. Mm-hmm. All right, and I forgot to ask you, what's your position? You a sergeant deputy?
I'm a sergeant in the Investigations Division.
All right, how many years of law enforcement experience do you have?
16.
16? I'm not going to ask you how old you are, so don't worry about
Okay.
that. So after you're contacted by the marshals, what do you do?
So we start to watch the house. Some of our deputies.
Now, where's the house?
In Sugar Grove area.
Do you have an address on that?
It's Charlie Taylor Drive. I can actually give you the exact address. 5817 Charlie Taylor Drive, Sugar Grove, Virginia.
In Sugar Grove?
Mm-hmm.
And where is that in relationship to Saltville?
So that would actually be on the opposite corner of Smith County, near the Grayson County line.
All right. And so who were you with when you were watching that?
I was with some of the Marshal Service, Deputy Henniger, one of our sergeants in the department, Randy Serber, and Deputy Greer, their department.
So you're all there watching the house on Charlie Taylor Drive, is that right?
So we were split up at different times. There were different times we were watching the house. On the day that they actually saw Jeff leave the house. Deputy Greer and Deputy or Sergeant Serber was there watching the house with U.S. Marshal Henniger.
And you said you saw Jeff Spence leave the house?
I myself did not. Deputy Greer saw Jeff leave the house.
And what kind of car was he in, if you know?
Cadillac, silver Cadillac car.
At some point, was Mr. Spence stopped and arrested?
Yes, once he entered what we call the convenience station, which is like the trash depot where folks take their trash, once he entered that, they approached him and took him into custody.
Who was they?
That would be Deputy Henniger, Deputy Serber. I was there on scene once he was taken into custody. There was a few other officers there with us.
So you were there?
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe Mr. Spence's demeanor?
I would say kind of solemn, didn't have a lot to say. Kind of solemn, didn't have much to say.
I approach, Your Honor.
You may.
All right. I'm going to hand you what's been marked as collected, State's Exhibit 34.
Okay.
Now, he was arrested and he conducted a search of the vehicle, correct?
I wasn't there exactly at that moment, but yes, he was standing outside the vehicle once I arrived on scene there, and these items that you've given me a picture of were on the vehicle.
All right, so those are true and correct copies of what you observed that day. What day was this, by the way?
This would have been the 30th of November.
30th of November of 2023.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me ask you. So, just quickly going through there, could you tell the jury what items were seized that day in association with Mr. Spence's arrest? These were found in his vehicle or on his person?
Yes, so a significant amount of cash, loose cash. There was cash wrapped in tinfoil, small red flashlight, a pink wallet, cell phone, cigarette lighter, miscellaneous items, bags. There was some keys to safe deposit boxes and a key to a storage unit.
All right. You know what that's marked as? Your Honor, what was marked yesterday is States 19 was marked for identification purposes. So you need to compare.
All right.
I don't know which one it'd be.
It'll be a brown paper sack.
This? All right. Okay. All right. Now, if I could ask you to look through that bag and see if match the items that are taken, where photographs were taken of match these items down in the back.
Mr. Muter, Mr. Hill, y'all would come here just a second.
All right. And, Your Honor, this time we'd ask that this Exhibit 19 be admitted to evidence.
Any objection? No. All right, 19 will be admitted.
All right. Brad, do you have any idea, some of these, oh, Your Honor, permission to publish these to the jury?
You may do so.
Why, do you
Let me
have
ask you, what is that that's been published?
the pictures?
Pictures of that?
Yes, sir.
Was that a different exhibit or?
Yes, sir. It was Exhibit 34. That's already been admitted.
Okay. That's fine.
Do you have any personal knowledge or any knowledge based on your professional career why money would be wrapped in aluminum foil?
Other than to protect it from burial or something like that, sir, I'm not sure.
Protect
Move
it.
a little closer to the mic.
Other than protect it from burying it or something like that, just protection for the bills themselves, or I wouldn't know.
Say you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know why they would do that, other than
About how much cash was it on Mr. Spence that day?
I think there was multiple $1,000s. I was seeing if it was here in the report. I remember it being a large amount, but I can't say exactly the amount.
70,000, does it sound about
It was,
right?
yeah.
And you mentioned that there was keys that there's a picture of in the exhibit. Those keys were to what?
So there was keys to in small envelopes that appeared to be to safe deposit boxes, and then also to an A1 storage unit.
All right. Okay. After the arrest, what happened next? Arrest of Mr. Spence, what happened next?
So then we proceeded back to the home at Charlie Taylor Drive to take Karen into custody. She was found there and taken into custody without incident.
Was there another vehicle in the driveway?
There was a U-Haul there.
Where was that parked?
What I would call at the front door, just in front of the front door there.
All right. Did you check to see whether or not there were any contents in the U-Haul?
We did. I actually asked Jeff about that before he left the scene, and he said there were some personal items up front, and I offered to take those out so he didn't lose those when the vehicle went back to U-Haul. And we checked the back of the vehicle as well. No items in the back.
Nothing in there? Okay. All right. Was it at that point Ms. Spence was taken into custody?
Yes.
What was her demeanor like?
Seemed to be fairly calm, nervous, but was cooperative.
All right. And I believe after you took her into custody, you conducted a safety sweep.
We did.
And what's the purpose of that? And what do you do when you do a safety sweep?
Just to make sure there's no dangers for the officers inside the home with other people. Someone in the home with a gun that could harm officers.
And you didn't find anybody else?
No, sir.
Now, that house at Charlie Taylor was a rental, was it not?
It was.
How did you know that?
Mr. Wilkerson, Rocky Wilkerson, owns the property there, and he rents that out as, not sure it's exactly Airbnb, but something like that. And they were there renting the property.
All right. Did you speak to him and give him any instructions after y'all left?
We did.
And what did you tell him?
We told him we may have further business at the home, to lock it up and not let anyone else enter.
Now, later on, Officer McCormick went back to the house. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And he's going to testify as to what happened. You weren't there when you went back, right?
I was with him when
You
we
were
went
with
back.
him?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But he's here to testify as to that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after Ms. Spence was arrested. What happens to, where did the Spences go?
To what we call our processing center. It's at our sheriff's office where they would go before the magistrate and have their bond hearing.
Okay. And I believe Ms. Spence gave you her phone.
Yeah, so the phone was located, actually Rocky had mentioned the phone while we were at the house dealing with the U-Haul. And we wanted to obtain that for evidence. So we had talked to Ms. Spence and asked her if she would allow us to go back over and obtain her phone. And she wanted some other items out of the home, so we took her over there and facilitated that.
And I believe she gave you the passcode.
Yes, sir.
And did you put the phone in airplane mode at that time?
We did.
Why'd you do that?
Just so that nothing could be remotely removed from the phone. That's how we use it to secure it for evidentiary purposes.
Did you ask if there were any guns in the house?
We did.
And based on that, were there, what was it represented to you? Were there guns or were there not guns?
Ms. Spence told us no. There was a firearm found in the house, yes.
All right. And this is occurring the second time, or is that the first time you're at the house?
So we got Ms. Spence initially on the arrest. She was taken to the processing center. We took her back to the house and spoke with her there, got some items, left again, and then the search warrant. The third time the search warrant was executed on her.
All right. And Tony McCormick will talk about that.
Yes, sir.
If you could put those items back in that bag.
Yes, sir.
Brad, come to Mississippi and make you work.
That's all right. That's my business.
All right.
Sit down.
Over here.
Yes, sir.
All right. On the next day, which I believe will be 12, well, later on the 5th day of December, several search warrants were obtained. Is that right? Or were they obtained on the 4th?
I believe it was the 4th. Yes.
And we'll just take these one at a time.
Okay.
I believe you executed a search warrant on First Community Bank.
I did.
I'm sorry. The Saltville branch of the Bank of Marion. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you what's been marked as 35 and 36. All right. If you look at 36, if you mind, tell the jury what that is and when. First, tell them what it is.
So this is a search warrant that I obtained for the Bank of Marion, the Saltville branch.
All right. Now, why did you go there? What led you to the Saltville branch of the Bank of Marion?
This search warrant, so we had found that there was multiple safe deposit boxes.
How did you find that?
This one in particular, from a phone call that we was notified by an officer, a jail phone call.
Well, was there a key to that that bank box that was obtained at the arrest?
There was some keys from the bank boxes.
Was that one of them?
No, sir, that was later found.
All right. So you had
From the phone call.
information. Is what you're saying? You had information that the Spences had a bank box at the Saltville branch of the Bank of Marion.
We did.
All right. And you obtained a search warrant?
We obtained a search warrant.
That
Yes, sir.
search warrant was signed by a judge?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the process when you obtain the search warrant and then you go to search? Tell the jury the process you go through, assuming you find items that are taken.
Well, in this particular circumstance, we talked to the bank. Of course, they were helpful. There's 2 keys, of course, to the safe deposit box. They allowed us into the box, brought it into a conference room where we opened it up and saw the items inside and took everything inside as evidence. It was bagged. and taken as evidence.
All right, are those items inventory?
They are.
All right. Is that standard practice?
It is.
All right, and you've got the inventory sheet there, right?
Yes, sir.
Could you tell the jury what items were in the Saltville branch?
There were 63 miscellaneous coins, 66 nickels, 13 miscellaneous jewelry, 2 1-ounce gold pieces, 1 coin and 1 bar, 4 media storage devices, wheels of Jeff and Caitlin, video camera with power cord, $27,362.21 in cash, $9,400 in cash, 2 $10,000 Federal Reserve bundles in plastic, $1,850 in cash, which was damaged, packaging material, documents, $8,200 of counterfeit money, and 1 knife, safe deposit box agreement, and entry log.
All right. Now, if you look at Exhibit 36, it's been admitted. You got that?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
36, if I'm reading this correctly, is the search warrant along with the...
What is that? Maybe 35.
35 is an agreement for the box.
All right.
302.
Got mixed up. All right, so can you tell from that document when this bank box was opened?
List on here, the date of opening the account was 12/12 of 2022.
12/12/22. Now, attached to that, who signed that agreement?
It appears to be Jeffrey D. Spence.
And attached to that is a log, is that?
Yes, sir. Safe deposit box entry record.
All right, and you familiar with that process of how a bank box logbook works?
Yes, sir.
Tell the jury how it works.
So they would have whoever come in to sign the log. It lists the box number, the time of entry. They would date it, and then the bank official that is helping the individual would initial beside the date.
All right, and you, when was the first time Mr. Spence entered that bank box?
This list says 6/20 of 2023.
All right, so it was opened in December of 22, and the first entry was in June of 23?
Yes, sir.
All right, when was the last time he entered the box?
Be 11/1 of 23.
11/1/23. Did anybody else enter that box, according to the law?
According to the log, no, sir. It appears to be Jeff Spence every time.
Now, I'm going to show you what's been accepted as Exhibit 37. Again, it was your standard practice to photograph the items.
Yes, sir.
And actually, when you take them back to the police department, are they coded some way?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Are they coded some way where you can?
So
I noticed from your inventory sheet that was sent back to Tippah County, they had like barcodes.
Yes, sir. So we have an inventorying system that we use in our evidence room. So it's assigned a number. Of course, it's linked to the case number in our RMS system, and it's tagged so we can identify it.
All right. And could you look through those and tell me if those are true and accurate copies of what you observed, or at least part of what you observed in the Saltville branch box? And I believe that was 302?
Yes,
number?
sir. Yeah, box 302. Yes, sir. I do recognize this as items that we located in the box.
All right. You've already gone over the inventory sheet.
Yes, sir.
And if you could.
Put that.
That says 23.
This was marked for identification yesterday, Brad, is S23, represented to be actual items taken out of the Saltville branch of the Bank of Marion. All right. And if you could go through here and determine if these pictures match the items that are actually in the box, physically in the box. picture of any item that's not in this box.
Imagine this would be accurate of what's in the box.
Victor, speak that up for us. Does this appear to be?
Yes, sir, that appears to be accurate of what's contained in the box.
Your Honor, permission to publish the pictures to the jury?
Okay, they've been admitted as 30-something.
They're already admitted.
Right, keep they publishing.
We'd ask, ask if 23 be, introduced.
23,
Yes, sir.
all right, it'll be admitted.
Based on your own observations, Brad, were these items that were stored in this bank box, were they organized or they appear to be haphazardly thrown in there? Or
Yeah, especially some of it was haphazardly thrown in there. Just mixed up denominations of money in a bag.
All right. Okay, so now you also went to A1 storage, correct?
We did, yes, sir.
I'm going to hand you what's been pre-marked or accepted into evidence. It states 38. And could you tell the jury what that is?
So this is a search warrant that I obtained for the A1 storage unit on Lee Highway in Abingdon. It was unit 846.
And what in your investigation led you to go to A1 storage?
Originally, when Mr. Spence was arrested, there were some keys with a little green keychain that actually listed A1 storage on it, had the phone number.
All right. And again, you go to A1 storage with your search warrant, go into the unit, and their pictures, I believe they're pictures, we'll get to the pictures in a second, of where A1 storage is, what it looks like. You go in there and you inventory everything. I'm not going to ask you to read off the entire inventory, but I'll ask you to look at what's been accepted as states 20, I can't read, 29 as the pictures, must be 39. Here, thank you. I think he started, is that 2 or 3?
A1?
Yeah. Yeah, because the next is, okay. All right, it's been accepted as the state's 39, and could you tell the jury, was that, those pictures, were they taken at A1 storage?
Yes, sir, I do recognize this stuff as the items that we retrieved from the storage unit. Some of these photographs were taken at our sheriff's office after we got back with the evidence
All
and
right.
taking better pictures.
All right, and that's when they're coded and all that?
Yes, sir.
All right. My approach, Your Honor.
Okay.
Just a couple of items here. The first picture here is, what does that appear to be?
Patch, looks like a shoulder patch with Apollo 2 on it with, looks like maybe a silver bar, some type of precious metal.
All right. That second picture, what is that? Is that a,
That's
go ahead.
a gray bag, Velcro bag.
You don't know what that is?
It appears to me to possibly be a Faraday bag, what we would call a Faraday bag.
What is a Faraday bag?
Faraday bag is, sometimes we use those in law enforcement to try to protect devices, particularly cell phones, from having any communication that blocks any signal supposed to block any signal in or out of the phone.
All right. And the third picture appears to be of some tube.
Yes, sir.
Was there an address on that tube?
Yes, sir, it is.
Or addressee?
It states Kirby Carpenter, 6071 County Road 600, Booneville, Mississippi, 388296867.
Do you know what was inside that tube?
It's a poster.
All right. Finally, what does that picture show?
It shows, looks like some kind of documentary money that's been damaged in some way.
Does it reference a historical event in the labels?
Yeah, it's salvaged by the Doria Project from Italian line flagship, Andrea Doria, sunk July 26, 1956.
That's
in the
right.
Atlantic.
Famous Italian ship that sunk in the Atlantic in '56. Ben, you go on the one. Is that yours?
No, sir, that's it.
Yeah, we may want to keep it closed. There's two for ID.
All right.
That's 21A first. That
Yeah. Well, do you want to go through it?
not pictures, just
All right.
see if you can.
If you want to open it up?
Yeah. If it had any fits with things.
Yeah. Go hit me there. Just look through there and, as Mr. Pringle said, does that accurately depict what we'll see with the A1 story? All right, pull that out. All right, that's got a box. This is Andrea Doria. Okay.
There's on the pictures, that's some of the damaged money.
From the assembly and shipwreck.
Yeah, it actually states that.
You can close it up. That's it, 21A be received.
Any objections? Yeah. B while you're here.
Would that be received?
21A is going to be received.
You object to 21D being received? Okay. We'd ask that 21D.
I'm going to, A and B will be admitted.
Permission to publish? Not on me. All right. All right, Brad, I'm going to show you now what's been introduced as State's Exhibit 40 and 41. Could you tell the jury what Exhibit 40 is?
40 is a search warrant that I obtained for the Bank of Marion Chilhowie branch.
All right. Now I was calling it Chillaway, but you told me yesterday it was Chilhowie.
Chilhowie, yes, sir.
All right, so that's just a separate branch of the Bank of Marion?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the distance between Chilhowie and Saltville is what?
15 minutes.
15 minutes? All right. And again, you execute that search warrant
We did.
and inventory the items that were taken.
We did.
Could you just
Yes, sir.
run through what was seized in that bank box?
Plastic grocery type bags that held coins and money in safe deposit box for the Bank of Marion, 7 foreign gold coins, black and blue drawstring bag, 5 $20 gold coins, miscellaneous papers, $3,344.80 in cash, 15 1-ounce silver coins, 12 various size gold bars in 5 packages, 1 tube of silver coins, 4 2-ounce silver coins, 140 $2 bills, 8 Morgan silver dollar bills, 36 $10 gold pieces, 21 pieces of miscellaneous jewelry, check from Kirby Carpenter account, 1909 S. Penny, 17 $5 gold pieces, and 4 1-ounce gold coins.
All right, and now could you look at what's been accepted as State's 41? You tell the jury what that is, that document is.
This is the agreement for that safe deposit box.
That is an agreement to open the safe deposit box just as the one in Saltville was?
Yes, sir.
All right. Bank of Marion, same form, different
Same
branch, is that
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
All right. When was that box opened?
It states on here 12/2 of 22.
And who opened it?
There's 2 signatures. The owner is listed as Jeffrey D. Spence, and the co-owner is Karen E. Spence.
All right. And attached to that is an entry log, is that correct?
Yes.
When was that box first entered?
On 12/2 of 22,
All right. And what time?
11:40 a.m.
11:40 a.m., that's Eastern time?
Yes, sir.
Who signed that entry log?
Jeffrey D. Spence.
Now, I believe there's several entries. When was the next time the storage, the bank
Nine.
box was accessed?
9/25 of 23.
So 12/2/22 to September. When was the last time it was accessed?
11/6 of 23.
11/6 of 23. I'm going to hand you what's been introduced as States 42 photographs. Could you identify those photographs? State whether or not they're true and accurate copies of the photographs taken that day at the Chilhowie branch.
Yes, sir. These
All
are
right.
the items that were taken from that box.
Your Honor, you know, approaching it.
You may.
All right, a couple of items I'd like you mentioned from the inventory log, there was a check found in there. That's a check written to who?
Appears to be David Barnes,
And who wrote that check? Of what account?
Kirby M. Carpenter.
What's the date
4/20 of 22,
and the amount?
$90.
And that was bagged in the bag shown on the picture?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's what all the paper documents, you bagged them in plastic, is that right?
Yeah.
And mark them with an exhibit number?
Yeah.
All right. Now, these appear to be other paper items. I assume those were bagged also?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you recognize the bands or what those small items are?
Yeah, looks like $100 bands, and I can't tell it's yellow. But maybe I can't see the number on there, but it's a band for money.
All right. And On the right side, appears to be a paper on the right side. What bank is that from?
The People's Bank,
And where's the People's Bank?
it states on here Ripley, Mississippi.
Dan, where's the?
Yeah, it's 3 exhibits. Exhibit 24, 24A, and 24B.
All in the same box?
Yeah, we separated.
Brad, I'm going to ask you again to go through this, verify that all the documents, all the items that you took pictures of are in the box that contains all the items from the Chill Howard.
That, I believe, 24A and B are inside. It's 24 is the exhibit.
I got you. Okay.
I think it's not from this bank here, it's from the home. Is that what you're saying? Yes, sir, this is the stuff.
Okay.
It's actually taken to that box.
Chill Howard.
Yes, sir.
All right. Your Honor, we'd ask that 24A and B.
24, 24A,
24 being the big white box, 24A being the check, and 24B being the bank receipts and the things from the bank, is that right?
yes, sir.
Any objections? All right, 24, 24A, and 24B will be admitted.
I don't know, I never got to those in there. But they were separate. They're just little evidence bags.
Commission publish these to the jury.
You may publish.
Your Honor, if we can take a break. I've got about 5 more minutes with Brad while Ben's trying to locate something.
It'd be a good time as any to take a break, I guess, anyway. So let's take a short break. Remember the court's instructions, don't talk about the case, don't discuss the case, don't allow anyone to discuss the case with you, don't form or express any opinion or investigate the case in any
We'll
manner.
republish.
We'll be right back with y'all anyway, okay? this thing? What's that thing there? All right, is everybody ready? Y'all ready, Mr. Creekmore?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may resume your examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Johnson, in front of you are two exhibits that are marked and accepted into evidence, 45 and 46. Could you tell the jury what Exhibit 45 is?
It's a search warrant that I obtained.
On what?
First Community Bank.
And where's that?
That's in Abingdon, Virginia.
Abington?
Uh-huh.
All right, is that far from Marion?
Just the next county over in Washington County.
And this was a search warrant on a bank box
Yes, sir. Box number 38.
belonging to,
Mr. Spence.
and marked as Exhibit 46. Well, let me ask you this. You took an inventory. I'm not going to ask you to go through it, but you took an inventory
Yes,
of
sir.
everything. Took pictures. Could you flip through those pictures?
Yes, sir.
And verify those true and correct copies of some of the items that you took out of the First Community Bank box?
Yes, sir.
And then finally, if you could look through this bag and verify that these items were inside the night box.
Yes, sir. Along with the agreement.
Now, I would ask that S-22 has been marked for identification purposes. We'd ask it to be received into evidence.
22's the brown bag there?
Yes, sir.
Any objections?
No.
Okay, you get muted.
Send to the witness, Your Honor.
All right. You may cross-examine.
Thank you, Judge. Do you have within reach the inventories for each of these boxes and bags?
I've got the inventories from the individual search warrants.
Pardon me?
I've got the inventories from the individual search warrants, which would be contained in the boxes. I don't have an inventory of the boxes themselves on me.
Trying to save us some time here, keep going through each one of these boxes and each one of these bags.
I think that master list is already in the history.
Case of the phone chain.
We started with the crumpled bag right there when you were on direct examination. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Would you mind fetching that and bringing it back?
Sure.
Do you remember which warrant and which property this bag is attached to? You have a reference there?
Yes, it's items from Jeff Spence, search incident to arrest.
This came from Mr. Spence himself.
Yes, sir.
Off of either off of his body or out of his vehicle.
Yes, sir. When he was arrested, yes, sir.
Well, you know, I hate to have to do this, but I have to do it, right?
Okay.
I want you to take that bag and pull the items out one by one, and I want to ask you questions about each one.
Okay.
So what is that?
It's what we call a pink wallet. It's got miscellaneous cards, papers, receipts contained in the bag.
Nothing illegal about that.
Not at first glance, no, sir.
Second or third or fourth or fifth glance, anything illegal about it?
No, sir.
Thank you. Pull out the next item.
It's miscellaneous items, including a cigarette lighter, flashlight, a key to a vehicle, miscellaneous keys, a pencil.
The contents of that bag contain nothing inherently illegal.
No.
Thank you.
A large amount of cash.
Okay? Cash and coins. Cash is not illegal.
No.
Coins are not illegal.
No.
Nothing in that bag that is illegal. There's a reference in some of my papers that I see here to counterfeit money. I want to see that. Is it in that bag?
I would have to go back and see where that is documented, sir, to reference back to it.
My assistant is shaking her head. No, it's not in this bag. But when we get to wherever the counterfeit money is, I want to see it.
Oh.
I want the jury to see it.
Okay. This looks like just packaging material, aluminum foil, bank envelopes, bags.
Nothing inherently illegal about what's in that bag.
Nothing. And that is it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, set that back over there, please. Okay.
If I was paying attention correctly, I believe the next container that I want to go through is the one on the bottom. I think
Okay.
I think it was next.
Okay.
All right. You know, and I'm actually not so old that I can't do that myself.
I'll help you out.
Thank you. The bag that we were just going through was out of Mr. Spence's car or off of his person, and the date of that was, what,
11:30.
of 23?
11:30, let me verify to make sure. 11:30 of 23, yes, sir.
Okay, so what you have in that bag is a year after the time frame that this case is about. This case is about 11:30 of 22.
Okay.
All right? And what was in that bag is a year later.
Okay.
You agree?
I'm not particularly, I'm not knowledgeable about the case down here, it's more so what we done here. I did hear in the case that we were working, it was about a year later.
Just take my word for it.
Okay.
This case is about 11:30 to December the 2nd.
Okay. Okay.
And so that bag is a year later.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, yes, sir.
John, I'm going to object. The case isn't preliminary. The case is stretched out over a year.
Just clarify your statement. The death alleged to have occurred on November 30th.
The death in this case is occurred on or about, according to the state, on November 30th, 2022. And what you just went through with me was 11/30 of 2023.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, you've opened that. Do you have a reference on here?
Yes, sir, it says Bank of Marion, Saltville Branch.
Okay. Let's go through it. And do you have the date with you?
I can reference the search warrant. And tell you when we done the search. Is that what you're interested in?
Yes, sir. That's what I mentioned.
Okay. So the Saltville Branch, I obtained the search warrant on 12/7 of 23. And it was executed on 12/7/23 at 9:48.
So this is basically a week later after the bag, right?
Thereabout.
All right. Let's go through it item by item. Not in there.
Yeah, that's, it's be coins, we listed as coins, item number 80. A lot of them mock stuff.
Lay it here and let me look. Okay. Leave it there, so.
Okay.
You referenced that bag containing coins. We're not talking loose change, are we?
It would be more so like collectible coins.
Well, these coins that you're talking about are actually either in a box or in a hard plastic container. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And actually, these items are commercial products, aren't they?
What do you mean by commercial products?
I could go to Roller Street in New Orleans, Louisiana, and buy every one of them.
I do know that they're commonly traded for more money than what they would originally be minted at.
My point is that without opening this up, this right here is a hard plastic container containing, looks like a penny.
Yes, sir.
That hard plastic container containing that penny is a commercial product that you can go to the store and buy.
Okay.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And so that bag contains nothing other than commercial product that can be bought anywhere where this sort of commercial product is sold. All right?
You're speaking of the packaging material for the coin. Is that what you're?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What else is in that bag? I mean, in this box. Oh. One other question, I'm sorry. That bag, that big bag containing these various items contains nothing that's inherently illegal.
No, sir.
It's marketed in multiple places all over America. You agree?
Yes, sir.
What happened next?
This is some paperwork along with a vehicle title.
Okay, no,
This is the contract at the bank of the bank box.
what's the date?
The date it was opened was 12/12 of 22.
The bank box from which all this came was opened on December 12, 2022.
Yes.
Okay. Would that envelope contain the entry log?
It does. It's not visible through the bag.
told me that this agreement with that bank box was 12/12/22.
Yes, sir.
I'm handing you my personal copy of what's there,
Okay.
and I want you to tell the jury when the first entry was made.
According to this, that you've handed me is 6/20/23.
Excuse me. You didn't get my personal copy. This is which page entry on it? 302.
That's right. That's what it's all.
State's lawyers agree that I'm showing you what we would find in that bag there if we went digging for it.
Okay.
All right? And so tell the jury this bank box that was opened on December the 12th was first next visited and entered on what day?
6/20/23 at 11:15.
So just because it was open on a given day doesn't mean it was visited and stuff was put in it that day. Would you agree that that's what that said?
I feel like that's what it indicates, yes, sir.
Okay. So we had a 6-month delay between opening that box and putting anything in it. Would you agree with that?
As it appears, yes, sir.
All right, good. Thank you. There's more in there. Let's see what we've got.
Packaging materials, bags, things of hard plastic case,
Not interested in that.
cash. Here we've noted that it's $20,000, Federal Reserve in plastic.
That's not counterfeit. Is that counterfeit?
I don't think so. No, sir, I don't think so. It's not listed as such.
I know that I heard you say something earlier about counterfeit money. We don't want to see that.
Okay. This is $1,800 in damaged cash, partially burned, along with a grocery bag.
Okay. All right. What else?
More cash, $9,400 in cash, wrapped in foil. See the foil there?
All right. As to, well, go ahead and finish this. Keep digging in the box.
Okay. More cash, this states on our notes that it's $27,362.21. Some of it's packaged with bank tags. There are some coins in there as well.
Okay.
This is wheels of Kate and Jeff.
Now that's
$8,200 in fake money and knives. So here is the counterfeit money.
Judge, can I open this?
I don't see any problem with that.
Sure. Did I leave my pocket knife over there?
Still with Mr. Hill.
No, I don't.
That is actually packaged itself.
Yeah, I'll see that. It's hard to be so much trouble. I'm not gonna make you go through every one of these, but the one I pulled out, I want you to look at,
Okay.
and I want you to flip it over. And it has a stamp on it, doesn't it?
It would normally be on a dollar bill, yes, sir.
It has a stamp that says prop money, doesn't it?
Prop copy.
Prop copy. Prop copies would be like movie money, right? It would be, that's not counterfeit money, Mr. Johnson. It's actually play money.
Okay.
Would you agree?
I'm okay with you, with that. I would call it counterfeit because it's not real. You can't use it as tender, but that's fine.
Well, no store clerk's gonna take this as tender when it says prop copy, right?
Okay.
Right? And I'm not gonna have you go through every one of those, but since they were bound up together, can't we conclude, you and me, that entire package is play money?
You can indicate here on the back of these, and then I can flip through. Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have play money.
Play money.
Yeah, if you want to play poker, just playing poker, you can use that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like a sophisticated version of Monopoly. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for being so much trouble. Just
No problem, sir.
keep you long enough to have dinner in Mississippi. Pull out the rest of it.
Okay, this is 2 10-ounce gold bars, 1 coin and 1 bar for our neighbors.
And just like we had before, these collectibles are actually packaged in containers and are nothing more than commercial products that you can go buy anywhere this kind of stuff is sold. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I keep referring to New Orleans, Louisiana, because on Royal Street in New Orleans, you can stop at about 10 stores. Have you ever been there?
No, sir, I'm certainly not familiar with
Well,
that.
you should check it out.
Okay. Uh, 13 pieces of jewelry and packaging.
Is that it?
This is 66 nickels in a hard plastic case. Appears to be some type of auction tag as well.
This looks like to me, correct me if you disagree with me, this looks like an auction lot number and an auction property.
I feel like it leads to believe that is.
All right? And if it weren't bought from an auction, it's packaged like a commercial product that you could buy in a store. Right?
Yes, sir. The only thing left is a photograph.
Now, before you start packaging all this back up, other than the play money, is there anything inherently illegal in those piles that you pulled out of this box,
No, sir.
other than the monopoly? Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
I believe those items were there before we got here.
I think you're right.
Separate them out.
I know we got them mixed up. If anybody can do it, David Hill can. I don't remember how you moved these. I don't know which one is next. Do you?
That's right, I can't remember.
Well, let's just pick. Flip a coin.
Let's go.
Did that exhibit number on that box, just for reference? Whatever you have.
21A.
Did you get the number off one that we just finished?
Which one was that? Just keep.
That one right there.
The number on the side, 23.
Okay.
Mr. Johnson says 23.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This is the money we mentioned earlier, from the shipwreck.
You're showing me a plastic or cardboard box containing, looks like some damaged money. But it's packaged as a commercial product.
Yes, sir.
And this is packaged as a commercial product where it could be purchased from whoever the seller would be who's selling this kind of commercial product. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
This is a commercial product that can be bought wherever this sort of thing is sold.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Just set it aside.
Do you want me to open it back?
No, wait.
I think this would be
Same thing?
same thing.
Yeah. It looks like the same thing. Looks like the same thing, and I would ask you the same questions.
Okay.
But I don't know. Take up more time than we're taking.
This is a green bag. We believe to be a Faraday bag.
I don't know what a Faraday bag is. It looks like something that I could buy someplace, right? You know what a Faraday bag is?
We use them in law enforcement to protect cell phones, protect evidentiary items on cell phones so they can't communicate while it's in the bag.
And that's something I could buy wherever that sort of item is sold.
Yes, sir.
All right? What else?
Large amount of coins packaged.
A large amount of coins that actually are commercial products that can be bought wherever these things are sold.
Yes. Yes. This is just notes.
Not interesting.
These again are coins packaged.
You have a bag full of coins that are packaged as commercial products to be sold to the public wherever that sort of thing is sold.
Yes. Here is some cash. Got the search warrant.
Let me hold that. I want to make sure that that's what I've agreed to. Are we approaching?
Coin packaged.
Packaged as commercial products to be sold wherever the public could buy that at whatever vendor would be selling that sort of item.
Yes. It's like maybe an Amazon gift card package. It says these are gift cards. It looks like some jewelry with a note. It says, Dad and I are cleaning out drawers. Has the name Karen written on the bag.
Okay. every bit as expensive.
I would assume.
Load her around.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let you have her cell phone.
Here's a patch of color number 2. And a coin, package, every coin.
More commercial product.
Yes, sir. This is the keys and the green key ring that says A1 storage with the number on it.
So that's A1 storage key ring. So is this the A1 storage content?
Yes, so we had to explain why that was in this box.
Yeah.
So we had to use these keys to get into the storage unit itself, so that we placed that with the item.
What you found in the storage unit, open with those keys, and then you put the keys with the stuff.
Yeah, with the stuff that was found at A1 storage, yes, sir.
Okay.
Money, here's the maybe counterfeit.
More play money. More play money.
Looks like some cash, bag,
More cash.
and then here's some cash with Highlands envelope. I know there's a Highlands Bank. It doesn't actually say Highlands Bank, but I would assume that's a banking envelope.
Drawn from a bank and put in a bank envelope.
Yes, sir. More cash.
Is the rest of what's in there cash?
Here's some jewelry,
Okay.
bagged up, and then here's more cash in another bank, Bank of America envelope.
Okay. Is there a Bank of America nearby? Nearby where you're from?
I'm not familiar, I don't use them. I can't say for sure.
You don't have to fill out a small amount of cash.
Okay. That's another. This is from our
Bank of
our
America.
area, Bank of America, yes, sir.
Now, before you start putting it all back,
Okay.
what's remaining in the box and what we have talked about, other than the play money, there's nothing inherently illegal. There's nothing inherently suspicious about a man who's almost 70 years old having accumulated these sorts of items.
There's nothing illegal about it.
Nothing unusual about a man of his age stashing cash. I stash cash.
Okay. I guess it depends on how much cash you got.
Nothing inherently suspicious or illegal about anything we've done here in this box.
There's nothing illegal about it, sir.
We're looking at box 2 of 2. I guess that's one of them, isn't it? And this is out of the
Just A1 storage.
A1 storage, right?
And it's 21A is the exhibit.
All right. Were you physically present when all this is being retrieved from A1 storage?
Yes, sir.
Are you the person on the search warrant? Are you the signer?
So I was affidavit for the search warrant. Now, A1 Storage is a different county from us, and their officers in that jurisdiction had a circuit, but we were along with them and was present and all that. Yes, sir.
And this is a pretty big storage unit, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I was told it was 10 by 20.
I would have to look at the agreement to know.
Well, no, just don't do that. That storage unit actually contained a lot of other items that we're not seeing.
Oh, yes, sir. An immense amount.
It contained a whole lot of stuff was obviously belonging to somebody who at one time had their own place to keep furniture, right?
Look like household items.
Household items, furniture. How about women's clothing?
Yes, sir.
There was a lot of women's clothing, right?
Clothing, furniture.
Didn't take any of that. There were personal items that belonged to somebody other than Jeff Spence. Would you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody you want to go through this too?
Yes, sir. Well, I want you to open it. Let me look at it.
Okay.
Exhibit number.
This 21B.
A1 storage.
It's the second box. Yes, sir.
So this is the inventory sheet that Washington County filled out for us.
Let me make sure now it's not something new I have written. Okay, thank you. Yeah, go ahead. That looks like a travel bag.
Does have things items in the box. There's some bars.
Similar to what we've been looking at as commercial products and several of the other things.
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with that?
Here's an envelope with some coins that has Jeff on it. Looks like an envelope. Bank of Milan in Tennessee. Got some notes written on it. Small bag. Pocket watch.
Okay.
1878. And a coin package.
No coin package as a commercial product that can be bought anywhere, all that sort of thing is sold.
This is a tube that we found.
A mailing tube. Right. I'm familiar with it, and I'm not going to deal with it.
Okay. It's a box. Says Kate's shoes. I'm sure they're jostling around, but it's,
Kate spelled C-A-I-T, apostrophe S, would it be an apostrophe that's not there, but shoes that belong to somebody named Kate, C-A-I-T, right? You agree?
that's where it indicates.
All right. That's fine.
There's a coin inside the box.
Put it back here.
So here you have another box from the ship.
Same sort of product we saw two of in one of these other containers. Packaged as a commercial product.
Yes.
To be bought and sold, to be sold wherever such items are sold. Right?
Yes, sir. More coins.
Canadian coin. Is that what it says? Canada?
Canada 2015.
Yeah. 5 Canadian coins in a wooden box packaged as a commercial product to be bought wherever such items are sold.
Yes, sir. It's got a napkin in here. It says Baby Girl Spence Carpenter. There's some money kind of wadded up at the time of the ribbon, it appears. There's what I would call it rolls of coins or boxes of coins.
More coins packaged as a commercial product to be bought wherever such items are sold. Yes.
Yes, sir. Another Canadian mints. Coins.
More Canadian coins packaged in a purple box, purple container, 5 coins packaged in a purple container as a commercial product to be bought wherever such items are sold.
Yes, sir. These are silver dollars.
I collect silver dollars. Let me see. Ounce of silver dollar.
1 ounce proof silver coin.
What that is. Whatever this is in this little blue container is packaged as a commercial product. Little Rock Central High School desegregation silver dollar. That would be a collector. To be bought wherever such items are sold. Would you agree?
Yes, sir. What, would you want me to open all these?
No. I think we can conclude that they all are the same thing, maybe commemorating different occasions.
It's a pearl necklace.
Okay.
Large coin.
Looks like a large coin packaged in a plastic container as a commercial product to be purchased wherever such items are sold.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Another 2 of coins.
Packaged as a commercial product to be purchased wherever such items are sold.
Yes, sir.
Same thing with the 4 rectangular boxes you have in your left hand. And 3 more in there. You can put them all back in the right hand. What's this right here?
That's another.
Another example. 3 that we've already seen in the blue container. Yes. Okay. Let's put it back in. We got a blue container that matches 2 that we've already, or 2 or 3 that we've already seen.
Miscellaneous jewelry.
Okay.
And then here are the keys to the box. This was actually taken from Mr. Spence on the day of the arrest that they've been placed in here. That's where they were.
A1.
These are community bank.
These are, okay, these are bank boxes, in A1 storage, right?
Yes.
And you've got miscellaneous loose, look like silver dollars and 50 cent coins.
So,
I'm not going to pull each one.
okay.
All right, now, other than if we had any counterfeit, any play money in here, other than that, everything that we pulled out is basically marketable as a commercial product.
Yes, sir.
Nothing inherently illegal about having any of these.
No, sir.
Okay. All right.
sir.
Contained here?
Yes, sir, I've got the other box.
What number is that? Right.
It is 24.
Exhibit.
This is the Lincoln Branch, LA branch, and then we had as well, House, Jeff Spence, the other bag that was in here before we opened it. So this is our bag. Wrote on it says Bank of America, Harry Branch, safe deposit box, along with the keys.
I see.
This is miscellaneous bags. It's like grocery bags, Ziploc bags. Money, coins,
Loose coin.
loose coins. They are 2-ounce silver coins. $8 Morgan silver dollars.
Okay.
15 1-ounce silver coins.
And were these coins that are in these bags in the chill towers? I think pronounce that.
This is, yes, sir, Chilhowie branch.
This is the box, and were these coins just loose in the box?
I would have to refer back to the photos to say for sure, sir. How they were in the box when we opened it.
Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit.
Okay.
Coins, all these bags are coins.
That's a blue bag. Jersey bag. Coin package. Here's some cash, some coins. $3,344.80. Cash, $142 bills. 4 1-ounce gold bullions. $36 $10 gold pieces.
Loose? No, these are contained in commercial packaging, aren't they?
Here's some of them are in plastic sleeves.
They're all asleep. Okay.
21 miscellaneous. Sorry, the item 21 is miscellaneous jewelry. This is small bars, precious metals.
All right.
74 gold coins. Gold coins. And $17 $5 pieces.
Put it all back together.
Okay.
Have we gone through these bags?
I've not.
Standing here talking to me.
I don't think
we
so.
haven't done
No,
this.
sir, I don't think so.
I was hoping to be through. Let me just pick them up and see if there's something I want to do. This is from the personal residence of Charlie Taylor Drive.
Yep.
I don't know what this is, I don't see it.
I'm not familiar with that, sir. The case number is different from what we have listed as, I'm not sure.
This looks like a bunch of boxes to me.
Here's some envelopes and some grocery bags.
That's what I had you open before.
No, sir, that's not our evidence. It says here, Tippah County Sheriff's Office. That would be as we would package it.
We opened this one.
No, sir. Those aren't even,
You know what it is?
this is going to be the,
I'm not interested in it.
none of this has been marked off.
So this is somebody else's release.
That's right.
Okay.
The,
Okay, I'm jumping ahead of you. I don't mean anything.
Okay.
these are already received. These are the exhibits from the hearings.
Right.
And then there's some things down here.
Okay.
And then jump drives that have been received.
I got it.
And the blade lines.
I saw that yesterday.
Okay. So you can kind of leave this up here. This is all received.
I'm not fixing to touch any of this.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm close, okay?
Okay.
Forgive me for taking so long.
That's okay.
Everything that we've looked at, I see 4 boxes over there and I see 2 bags. We haven't gone through this tub here. But everything that we have looked at, and you pulled out and we've talked about, there's nothing in any of that stuff that we have talked about that screams, I belong to Kirby Carpenter. Would you agree with that?
Well, there were some items an item that bore his name.
Say it again?
There was an item that bore his name, the cardboard roll tube that we pulled out.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that with another witness. That
Okay.
came out of A1 storage, right?
Yes, sir.
A1 storage is where you found a lot of items that are still there, right? Furniture.
Yes, sir.
Women's clothing, right?
Yes, sir.
That tube came out of there,
Yes, sir.
not out of a bank box. Came out of A1 storage,
At A1 storage unit.
all right? You can't answer my next question about A1 storage because well, never mind. I've got another witness to talk about it.
Okay.
All right, going back to my question. There's nothing in that bag, that box, that box, that box, that box, that screams, I belong to Kirby Carpenter. Am I right about that?
Again, I would state that, no, his name is not on any of the items other than the roll that we saw. The coins are packaged, as you say, for commercial. There's nothing that indicates who they actually belong to.
That's right. There's nothing specific about any of these items that say that they came from Kirby Carpenter. They could have come from Jeff Spence.
Yes, sir.
right? They could have come from David Hill, because I have some of this, right?
Yes, sir.
Looks just like that. The one item that says, at one time I may have belonged to Kirby Carpenter is this, right?
The check to David Barnes. Yes, sir.
Okay. In keeping with what I just asked you about, there's nothing about any of the items in either of those 4 boxes or those 2 bags that indicate ownership by anybody. Right? Other than you took them from Jeff Spence. Other than that, there's nothing about the items, the contents of those boxes and those 2 bags in and of itself that indicate ownership.
With the exception that some of the items had a name on it, Karen, we spoke of that, the plastic bag that had Karen on it. There
I'm
was
asking
also,
about Kirby Carpenter.
okay, no, sir, other than the roll, and then this check that you just handed me has his name on it.
All right. Now, as to every item here in these containers, there's nothing in the containers that indicate when Jeff Spence may have come into possession of it.
No, sir.
He could have had some of this stuff for 20 years
Could have.
or longer.
Could have.
Nothing to indicate it, right?
No, sir, not that I can think of.
Did I ask you about opening a bank box? Just because you opened it on December the 12th doesn't mean you put anything in it, right?
We covered that, yes, sir.
We covered that.
Yeah.
All right, we don't want to do it again. Just give me a minute to make sure, see what my assistant's got to say to me.
Okay.
I don't know which container it was, but you said there was some damaged money in a plastic bag, and you said it was burned. I don't agree with that. I think it was water damage. Is that possible that you could be wrong? It's certainly damaged.
I think I myself would disagree. I believe some of it was burnt. I'm not saying I could be wrong, but when we inspected it there before, it appeared that it had some charring and some places missing on the bills. I'll be happy to find it for you again and look at it.
My information from my investigation is that it's rotting because of water.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to go to war with me.
Okay. And there was no analyzing of that in a lab or anything like that, so that would be my opinion.
It's just your eyeball.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me see what my boss over there said. through.
Okay.
Please forgive me for taking so long.
That's no problem, sir. It's an important matter.
I hope you
Oh, I don't think nothing of it.
Pardon me?
I don't think nothing of it.
Well, you know, got some folks that I'm trying to be level-headed with, so I want to make sure I'm not offending anybody.
Objection, Your Honor.
Any further questions?
No, I just want to wish Mr. Johnson a happy stay in Mississippi.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
How long you think it's gonna take on redirect? All right, let's hear it then.
Officer Johnson, Mr. Hill just got through asking you about opening a lockbox when you enter the lockbox. For example, the Saltville lockbox was opened on December 12th of 2022, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it wasn't entered until June
June.
of 2023.
Yeah.
Now, the Chilhowie box was opened on 12/2/22 and entered on 12/2/22. As an investigator, would that indicate to you that on one of those dates something was put in those boxes? What other reason you have them open the box and they go into the box?
Yes, sir. I would assume by that it was something we placed in it.
Thank you. And as far as that's concerned, Mr. Hill asked you a lot about, is there anything inherently illegal about a lot of the stuff? I would assume there's nothing inherently illegal about a check made to David Barnes from Kirby Carpenter.
Yeah, yes,
Do you
sir.
agree with that? Is there anything inherently illegal about empty People's Bank, Ripley, Mississippi bank binders?
Nothing illegal about that, sir.
Anything legal about People's Bank, Ripley, Mississippi binders with money in it,
No, sir.
in itself?
No, sir.
And all these items were mixed in the Chilhowie box,
Yes, sir.
with all this other coins. I think there were some gold bars, silver coins, etc. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right. Would a David Barnes check or People's Bank, Ripley, Mississippi bank band, would that be something you expect to purchase at a commercial establishment that is known to sell these type of things?
No, sir.
Okay, so I can't go down on Royal Street and buy a Kirby Carpenter and a David Barnes check.
No, sir.
I asked you about Mr. Hill, follow up and asked you about the Faraday bag,
Yes, sir.
right? Based on your knowledge of Faraday bag, if someone wanted to go off the grid for a day, could you put your phone in a Faraday bag?
Yes, sir. It should block the signal of the cell phone.
In or out?
Should be both.
All right. I'm going to show you, this is the master list of all the items that were sent from Virginia to the County Sheriff's Department. It's already been accepted as States 20. I'm going to direct you to page 2. Mr. Hill asked you about every item. Is there anything inherently illegal about any of these items? I'm going to ask you to look through page 2 toward the bottom.
Look like there's ammunition and shotgun.
All right. Ammunition and shotguns. All right. What's inherently illegal about that? Hold on. Your Honor, the master list of all the items that were sent by Smith County, Tippett County, are inventoried on the master inventory sheet. It's been admitted into evidence. That includes the shotgun and the ammunition. And Mr. Hill, during his questioning of Officer Johnson, asked about every item whether it was inherently illegal. So I think I'm entitled to ask him, is there anything in the master list that's inherently illegal? Because we know it is, Mr. Spence.
I never referred to the master list. We didn't talk about the master list at all. When I asked him about things inherently illegal, it's what's contained in those containers. I never picked up that shotgun, never showed it to him, never asked him a question about that shotgun. And they're trying to come through the back door to do something you've already ruled on.
The state got any other response?
Yes, Your Honor, I think it's already in evidence that the shotgun was taken into custody by the sheriff's department in Virginia. That gun was transferred to the custody and control of Tippett County. Testing was done. That's before the jury. They know that there was a shotgun there. And we spent probably 30, 45 minutes.
Let me ask this question. Was there anything referenced? The shotgun was taken at the house.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all question about anything? Was Mr. Hill question about anything taken at the house?
No, not just now, not a question. No.
Close.
I think it was just about banks and sheds, all I remember.
Yeah, that's all I talked about was what's in those 4 boxes and those 2 bags. All I talked about with Mr. Johnson was those 6 containers, and I never said a word about a shotgun, never asked about a shotgun, didn't even ask what was taken from the house. We didn't even talk about that. No.
I agree with that 100%. But every single question, almost, for 30 minutes, or at least 90% of the time of that cross-examination was going through each and every item and saying, is there anything inherently illegal for Jeff Spence to be in possession of on its own? And right now, if you look at the master inventory and you take everything that's before the jury right now, based on that examination, I believe that the state should be allowed to ask this witness whether there was any property that was inherently illegal to this defendant to be in possession, custody, and control of, specifically a 12-gauge shotgun under his bed that had buckshot in it.
All right, y'all can step back anyway. The defense has not asked anything about the items that were taken at the house. If he had, I would allow testimony about the shotgun and the fact that Mr. Spence was a convicted felon and it would be illegal for him to have it. But there were no questions asked about items taken at the house, only what was taken at the bank and the storage shed. And I'm not going to, I'm going to find that the door has not been opened anyway. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Show the jury back in.
Your Honor, I don't have any questions.
Do what?
I'm not going to have any questions.
All right, just bring them back in and we'll break for lunch. May this witness be finally excused.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for being here. You're free to go. You're welcome to stay, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, jury, that looks like a good place to break for lunch. So remember the court's instructions. Don't discuss the case. Don't allow anyone to discuss the case with you. Don't form express any opinions about the case. Don't try to investigate the case in any way. It's 11:56. Everybody be back at 1 o'clock? Got one more jury? All right. All right. Don't talk about the case. Don't discuss the case. Can everybody be back at 1 o'clock, okay? Give you about an hour and 5 minutes. See y'all this afternoon.